Good evening, everybody. Welcome inside the Richfield Ice Arena here in Richfield as Blake will take on Holy Angels hockey as Blake controls the face-off in their own zone. He's possessing in front of his own net. And they're pushing it up forward. In the battle in front of the penalty box area where Mitch Hendrickson has it for Holy Angels as he sends it into the neutral zone out of reach of Zabinski. This one pushed ahead again into the offensive zone, is chasing it around his net. It'll be Gavin Best. But back the other way come the Stars into the offensive zone. Flipped up into the far side corner and doing a great job of chasing it around behind the net is Ben Dexheimer for Blake. It'll trickle out and they'll be pushed into the neutral zone. 3-on-2 perhaps if they hurry, but a good job by Holy Angels to catch up with that. And defender Eric Klo. It'll have would be picked up by Matthew Severson and held on to. So a good early season test for Holy Angels tonight, looking to improve on their about 500 mark last year. Blake, an excellent 16-8-1 mark, and already showing that they're going to be back for more this year. Tough loss to Chaska to open the season for the Bears, but rallying for a good victory over a tough Holy Family squad, so they come in at 1-1-0. There's a shot that'll go wide of the net. We'll come back around to the near side. We played on all along the far side boards. We held into the zone nicely by Klo. Loose behind the net, now pushed up through the corner. Now sent back the other direction where Owen Newharth has it. One of just 4 combined seniors between the two teams, so 2 very young squads collectively this evening as where the offensive zone comes Jack Saber for Blake. There's the puck taken away from him and sent back the other direction. Chased back down in the Blake zone by Jack Richardson. There's the Stars looking to set up. There's a long shot. That'll go wide down into the corner. It'll eventually be stoppage of play with 15:08 to go here in the first period. No score. And Blake will take an early penalty. That'll be Richardson. So the Stars going to go on the power play. So an early power play for the Stars. To go under 15 minutes here in the first period. Yes, the Blake gets him clearly clear. Now Richardson for tripping. 1:45 now in the Academy of Holy Angels power play. My apologies. Thinking about that opponent that Blake had just played as the Bears get another clear. Back to get it in his own zone will be Henry Bitter. Bitter carries it through the neutral zone. He gets knocked off the puck nicely by Joe Miller of the Bears. The Bears now have it in their own zone, and they will clear it out up into the stands. So we'll have another face-off. 14:23 to go here in the first period. No score between Blake and Holy Angels from the Richfield Ice Arena. Very fun, kind of home-style arena, if you will. Off the face-off is Griswold with it. Noah Griswold, who netted a hat trick in the Stars' first and only game thus far. There's a shot gloved and held on to by the goaltender Axel Reed for Blake. And we'll have another face-off with 14:11. 1:04 in the Stars power play as the Stars beat up on Bloomington Kennedy in their first and only game thus far, a 7-1 final. Off the power play, the Stars controlling it. They've knocked off the puck and able to be held in, though, by the Stars and driving in for a shot that got through to the goaltender. It was Mitch Hendrickson. Comes back out front, and the Bears able to clear it out all the way down. 40 seconds to go now in the power play as the Stars will play it deep in their own zone. It's Hendrickson since that one far side for Newharth. Newhart, though, as that one poked away from him by Matt Olive of the Bears. On the far side boards once again. Stars come out with it. Oh, centering feed intercepted as Griswold tried to sneak underneath, and then the shot from out front by Phelps was blocked and now cleared all the way down to the other end. 10 seconds to go in the power play. 13-15 in the period. 3-1 shots on goal for the Stars as that one held in by the Bears. There's a shot blocked out front by Hendrickson as Blake comes back to full strength. There's a long pass to Newhart into the offensive zone, and there's a shot that might have been saved, might have gone wide either way. And Blake back the other direction now along the far side boards into the offensive zone, coming in onside with Saber as he tried to center up, but the Stars bring it back the other direction. When sent up on the far side boards. Or William Matsky trying to settle things down for Blake. As Dexheimer carries the other way, he pushes it up ahead to Tristan Braz. There's a long shot wide by Dexheimer. It comes down into the corner. It trickles out to Svendo, and they score! I think it'll be William Matsky. Long shot wide by Dexheimer. It comes down into the corner. It trickles out to Svendo, and they score! Goal coming at 4:39 of the first period. We talked about Blake, not really a team that many people have been talking about, but talked about their great season last year, 16-8-1. Stars the other way with Hermanson into the offensive zone. Out on in the corner is Newhart as Blake back the other direction now with it. Getting through the offensive zone is Weyerhaeuser as fed Landon Peterson, trying to get it back to Weyerhaeuser, but it was blocked. No, Blake back in their own zone with it as this one back in the Stars zone. And chip back into the Blake zone where the Bears will play it there. They play it behind their own net, now up into the corner for Anderson Blum, who will push it up ahead. Blake putting on some good offensive pressure here early as losing control of that puck, though, are the Bears, and the Stars will take it back. And they'll try to settle things down in their own zone. There's Newhart bringing it through center ice into the offensive zone where he has two Bears who knock him off the puck. Come back around to the near side. And Blake comes out with it. They'll send it up onto the far side board. We flipped out into the neutral zone where Hendrickson tried to knock it down and couldn't, and we're going to have a penalty coming here. Rather, I think they would call it a hand pass as Hendrickson tried to settle that one down, and we'll have a face-off deep in the Stars zone. 11:09 to go in the first period. 1-0 Blake Bears with the lead. There's a shot that'll go over the top of the net by Joe Miller for Blake. That one blocked out front by Hendrickson. There's another long shot that'll go wide off the side glass. And the Stars push this one back out to the neutral zone. Trying to chase it down now is Peter Forseth. Bears showing really good physical defensive play thus far. Holy Angels has had a very difficult time getting anything set up in the offensive zone. Back behind the Bears net. Play it down to the near side and bank it off the boards. Stars, though, able to hold it in as it's played back around the Blake net. Right up along the far side boards, now out to neutral ice where Newhart has it, but he gets knocked off the puck quickly. 10-10 to go first period now. 1-0 Bears with the lead. There's a bank pass that goes off the end wall as the Stars will play it behind their own net. Trying to clear the zone, but that one was held in by Saber. Now back out into the neutral zone. Getting tied up on the far side boards is Matsky, who has the goal. Bears playing it in their own zone. Play this one down into the offensive zone. That one just out of the reach of Braz as he'll get tied up behind the net. And trying to vacate the zone, but unable to do so was Mackie Zavinski as that puck was poked away from him. It comes out front. And not able to get a good redirect attempt on it was Braz. That turned out to be a very dangerous play, though, for the Stars. It's Blake's centering feed again, just out of the reach of Saber. It'll work its way all the way down into the Blake zone. We'll have an icing and a face-off. 9:07 to go now in the first period. 1-0 Blake with the lead. Off the face-off. It's still loose in the circle. And the Stars trying to come away with it, and they will as it comes down to the near side. And Hermanson, who banks it up ahead into the Blake zone. Bears will play it there. That centering feed just out of the reach of Newharth. It was Griswold with it. Griswold's long shot is blocked. Blake taking it back the other way now. There's Blum into the offensive zone, but he got knocked off the puck by Bitter. Now it's back in the corner. A big hit. Here's Newharth with it as he has a couple of blue jerseys trying to tie him up. Down to the near side, and Hermanson set it into the neutral zone where Jack Richardson has it. Laid up to the far side boards. And it's Hermanson pushing it into the offensive zone. Newharth down to the near side, but he'll get tied up. The poke's free. It's Newharth on the drive. Newharth trying to set something up with Phelps, and it got through Phelps. Into the far side corner. Blake has it now on the near side. Trying to clear the zone, and they will. 2-on-1 perhaps for Blake. Centering feed just got out of reach. We'll clear it out back into the neutral zone. Ooh, and that puck flips out of play right below us into the box area. We're not familiar with some of the arrangements here at the Richfield Ice Arena. You are very low to the ice, and those flying pucks can be a real hazard at this arena. We'll have a neutral zone face-off here. Zabinski will take it against Braz for Blake. As Blake controls the face-off. Push it through the neutral zone, but coming in offside, so we'll have another face-off with 7:33 to go in the first period. 1-0 Blake with the lead, an early goal by William Matsky. Zabinski will take the draw again against Braz. Slipping, entering the offensive zone is Hendrickson. He'll get knocked off the puck. Centering feed. It's loose out front into traffic. Now tipped up out of play. As flying in for that shot attempt was Carter Hermanson, but it was deflected out of play. 7:19 to go in the first period. 1-0 Blake with the lead. It's a face-off. Blake controls. Bring it back into the neutral zone. Pushing it up ahead for Thomas Nelson, who lost control of it. Now he'll bring it into the offensive zone where the Stars showing some good blue line protection on defense. It's pushed back into the Bears zone now. There's a long pass intercepted by Hendrickson. But Blake gets it under control, carries it into the offensive zone with Weyerhäuser, whose shot goes around the net. It's in the corner now. Back to the blue line. Dexheimer's long shot ends up going just wide of the net. Stars come back with it. They'll play it off the far side boards. And pushed back the other direction by Landon Peterson. And we played around the Stars net by Hendrickson. Hendrickson will play it down to the near side, but it gets knocked off the puck there by Gavin Best. Battle in front of the bench and into the offensive zone. There's a shot, they score! Gavin Best makes it 2-0 Bears. Zusal. Battle in front of the bench and into the offensive zone. There's a shot, they score! Gavin Best makes it 2-0 Bears. Severson, it's 2-0. Stars into the offensive zone, trying to get that one up ahead for Newharth. Blake back the other way. That goal coming at 9:50 of the first. Three on two for the Stars if they hurry into the offensive zone as Hermanson. He gets it back to Newharth, whose shot is deflected up into the netting. Oh, an offensive zone face-off for the Stars, trying to get something going. They trail 2-0. There's a shot that snuck out front by Phelps. That was saved by the goaltender Reed. Able to hold the zone is Longberry for the Stars as it carries its way around back to the near side corner. It works itself free, and it will be played behind the net by Braz. As he'll play it up into the neutral zone. And then flip back in by Zabinski. Played off the far side boards as out of the net to play it is Reed as he'll flip it all the way down for an icing, and we'll have a face-off with 4:50 to go here in the first period. 2-0 Blake with the lead. Getting goals from Matsky and Best. Face-off will be Weyerhäuser against Peter Forseth as Weyerhäuser trying to push it up ahead. The Bears come out with it. They come out into the neutral zone. Played off the near side boards by Peterson as it quickly moves back into the Stars zone. We're going to have a penalty coming here. Going to go against the Stars. Henry Bitter for a trip. So the Bears will go on their first power play. Stars are 0 for 1 on their end. Got the face-off. It's controlled by Blake as comes down to the near side, and Miller. Miller, he gets tied up on the near side boards. Coming out with it, though, is Best. Centering feed, pokes it in, they score! Coming out with it, though, is Best. Centering feed, pokes it in, they score! Well, 3 different goal scorers here in the first for Blake, and they lead at 3-0. Quickly into the offensive zone once again is Will Svendal. It's poked back toward the blue line, but able to be held in. Comes down to the near side. Peterson, rebound pushed wide. Up in the far side corner, the Stars trying to come out with it. Wraparound thought about, but taken away by the Stars. Blake, though, able to hold the zone as Vendel sends it back up into the corner. Stars come back the other way through the neutral zone. Here's Hermanson into the offensive zone. Hermanson slips and goes down. Trickles back toward Reed in goal, who pokes it away. Now back down into the corner. It's along the near side boards in front of the bench area now. Stars carry it into the offensive zone. Hendrickson, who has to work his way around Dexheimer. It's taken away by Blake. Bears back in the offensive zone briefly, and then it's poked back out. A nice stick work to take that one away. 2-on-1 again for the Bears, and they come in offside. As Best was working there with Theo Crosby. Another almost disastrous sequence there for Holy Angels, who already trail 3-0. This Miller will take the face-off against Forsyth. And Blake again controlling the face-off. Blake, who have won many face-offs already this evening. Stars controlling in the neutral zone, and now Blake sent it back the other way. And coming in offside. And touching that one up is Best, so we'll have a face-off in the neutral zone. 2:15 to go in the first period. 3-0 Blake over Holy Angels here at the Richfield Ice Arena. Off the face-off, controlled by the Stars. Wilson down to the near side. We're going to bring it back the other way with Forsyth, but he had the puck taken away from him. So we're now under 2 minutes to go here in the first. Will be held in by Hendrickson, who will play it all the way around. The loose puck pushed back by Blake. And Lack and Reed will go track it down for Blake in the far side corner. Matt Olive. It's Blake trying to push it back into the neutral zone, but it's sent back promptly into their own zone. It's a Neuarth into the offensive zone for Blake, and he loses the puck. 2-on-1, 3-on-1 perhaps for Blake into the offensive zone. There's a shot save by Severson. As Braz elected to take that one in himself. And took the shot, but Severson able to knock it down and pounce on it. Face-off kicked back the other way. It's Griswold for Holy Angels. He's trying to work his way around Dexheimer, but he couldn't do it. He played up onto the point where it'll be held in by Holy Angels. Blake back the other way. It's Peterson into the offensive zone as Sam Schaefer knocks him off the puck. It's loose out front. The shot through traffic that's blocked. There's Neuarth trying to spring Griswold, but Griswold will get in anyway, and Griswold didn't get enough on the shot, and it's steered aside by Reed. Blake back the other way into the offensive zone, but the Angels able to catch up with that one under 15 seconds to go in the period. No, under 10 seconds. As the puck battle continuing in the corner as it comes back to the point. And it'll take us to the end of the first period, which was thoroughly dominated in all aspects by the Blake Bears, and they score 3 times. First goal was by William Matsky. Second one by Gavin Best. Also getting one in there from Tristan Braz. So we'll go to the first intermission here at the Richfield Ice Arena. It's the Blake Bears 3 and the Academy of Holy Angel Stars nothing. We'll be back in about 12 minutes for the second period. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Richfield Ice Arena as we get set for the second period between the Bears and the Stars. Blake with a 3-0 lead and a dominating performance all around in that first period. As quickly driving into the offensive zone was Will Svendal, but he got knocked off the puck. Svendal, though, able to control it and gets it back to Dexheimer. Dexheimer trying to work his way around. Svendal's shot through. Might have gotten through to the goaltender and was staved. With a stick down on the ice. Who's playing without a stick is Hermanson. The Stars trying to clear it out. This is at neutral ice. But Blake into the offensive zone once again, although losing the puck, and back the other way. Here's Griswold with it for Holy Angels. Griswold driving in. His shot is blocked. And Dexheimer has it back for Blake. Dexheimer brings it around to the near side. Blake trying to play it out of their own zone. Svendal will push it up ahead into the neutral zone as the Stars reset, come in on side. There's a shot by Griswold. Rebound saved and held on to. And the first time that Axel Reed has really been tested this evening. With that second chance as Griswold's shot went off the glass and caromed right back. With that point-blank shot saved by Reed and held on to is off the face-off, controlled by Holy Angels. As Hendrickson tried to play it around. It's back out into the neutral zone, into the offensive zone. Here's Best. Best shot saved. Rebound just out of reach. Let's push back into the neutral zone. Here's Best once again into the offensive zone for Blake. Best will work his way around the net. Play it back up to the point. There's a long shot from the point by Richardson that's blocked. Comes back to the near side. Loose out front, whacking at it. Second chance. Still loose. Now Blake comes back out with it. Here's Richardson with a long shot that's blocked. Griswold for Holy Angels can't clear it out. Blake continuing the offensive pressure here. But to go under 15 minutes to go here in the second period. There's a big hit at center ice by Hermanson. Here's Holy Angels into the offensive zone. There's a shot saved by Reed as it kicks out. And Blake back into the neutral zone. It's dumped back in by Hendrickson for Holy Angels. Richardson tries to play it back the other way. And sneaks through, and then Blake will come back the other way with it. Into the offensive zone. Whoa, what good stick work, and then a shot save. It was Braz who has one of the 3 goals for Blake, as this one comes out just wide again. Pushes back into the Blake offensive zone, or defensive zone rather. And played ahead, then held in. It's a backhander. It's out of reach of Phelps. Kicks back out to the point. There's a long shot that got through, and then the second shot is blocked. So Reed will play it behind his own net. Lackenreed, the defenseman, as he plays this one through. And we'll have an icing and a face-off back in the Bears zone. 13:46 to go in the second period. Blake 3 and Holy Angels nothing. First period goals for Matsky, Braz, and Best. Off the face-off, it kicks back out to the point as Hendrickson sends it in deep. Push back down to the near side, unable to be held in by the Stars. As Bitter will push this one back in deep. Reed out of his net to play it. Play it back behind their net. Dexheimer will catch up to it first down in the near side corner. As Dexheimer is speeding through neutral ice into the offensive zone, where he gets knocked off the puck by Bitter. So down into the corner. Played around to the far side. And the Stars back out into the neutral zone. And Blake resets and regains possession. There's a shot scooped up with the glove. We'll have a face-off deep in the Holy Angel zone. 11-8 shots on goal edge for the Bears. It's fairly even in the early going, but now the Bears starting to pull ahead in that category. Face-off pushed behind the Stars net. Pushed toward the net. It's loose in front of Severson, and now cleared out back behind the net. Stars coming back the other way. Griswold will flip this one into the Blake zone, where Richardson will swing it around his net to play it back around to Best on the near side. And swat it up into the corner, where Witzke will clear it out into the neutral zone for the Bears. The offensive zone once again for Holy Angels. As Griswold couldn't quite reach out for that one as it got by him behind the net. We'll come back up into the far side corner where Hermanson will track it down. He's Best into the offensive zone for the Bears. Best working his way through. Best with a shot that'll go off the glass. Karam's back out. Holy Angels the other way. Here's Newharth into the offensive zone. Newharth trying to sneak it through, but a good job by the defense of Reed and Best to swat that one away. Driving in, backhand, they score! Eli Padilla. A beautiful Best to swat that one away. Driving in, backhand, they score! Eli Padilla. The Holy Angels, which had turned up the pressure here in the early part of the second period, they finally have something to show for it. Here's Blake right back into the offensive zone. Braz, he'll end back up with it, and it'll be held on to by Severson. An offensive zone face-off for Blake. The Stars bring it back the other way into the offensive zone. Play it off the near side boards by Bitter. He gets tied up in the corner. Blake able to push it out into the neutral zone. And backhanded up ahead by Matsky, and coming in offside, though, are the Bears. 10:56 to go in the second period. 3-1, the Stars trailing. Face-off controlled by the Stars. Here's Dexheimer on the near side with it. He'll flip it down into the Holy Angel zone. On the far side board, it's able to be held in by Blake. There's a long shot that'll go wide of the net by Svendel. It'll trickle back around. Dexheimer able to hold it in at the blue line. It comes back into the middle of the ice, and now Holy Angel's able to push it out to neutral, but Dexheimer has it back for Blake. Looking his way around the defense is Weyerhäuser. He's pushed back through the neutral zone and then banked down to the near side. As Hendrickson couldn't quite control it. Here's Thomas Nelson. Nelson with a shot saved by Severson. Is Blake able to hold the zone once again? They'll flip it down to the near side corner where Hendrickson will play it behind his net. Flip it down to the near side into the neutral zone. Or Richardson trying to send it the other way for Blake. It's loose in front of the penalty box area. Pushed back into the Blake zone. Richardson with it for the Bears. Richardson will flip it down to the near side. Here's Miller with it. Miller will flip this one. There's a shot that'll be deflected. It's Blake again with an offensive onrush there, trying to turn it around, but couldn't quite get his around with Witzke. There's a long shot that'll go off the end boards. Resetting at the point are Blake. Richardson, he got knocked off the puck. 2-on-1 maybe for the Stars if they hurry. Griswold into the offensive zone. Oh, just missing on that one was Hermanson. Couldn't quite redirect it into the net. Centering feed. Neuarth whacking at it. It'll trickle its way back out. There's a long shot through traffic, and that one just goes wide by Hendrickson. They're back out into the neutral zone. Hendrickson back to pick it up for Holy Angels. He'll play this one all the way through. Coming in onside is Neuarth. Neuarth shot saved by Reed. That'll deflect down into the corner. Held in by Jack Jones for the Stars. As Neuarth trying to send it into the center ice area. This one sneaks by Hendrickson back into the neutral zone. They'll play it off the far side boards. Richardson now with it for Blake. We'll flip this one. This will be knocked down by Hermanson. Into the offensive zone come the Bears. There's a shot. They score! Jack Saber puts Blake back up by 3. Into the offensive zone come the Bears. There's a shot. They score! Jack Saber. And just as soon as Holy Angels cut into that 3-0 deficit, they find themselves back down by 3 once again. Face-off, pushed back into the Blake zone. Once again, some really good defensive effort here by Holy Angels, rather, on the offensive end, I should say. And pushed back behind the Blake net. As Dexheimer reversing direction. He has a number of gold jerseys in front of him as it flipped out into the neutral zone. There's Matsky into the offensive zone for Blake. Matsky, he circles around. Tried to center it. Is Dexheimer able to knock it down with the hand? He has to wait for his teammates to get back on side, so he just flips it in. And back out into the neutral zone. A hit between Dexheimer and Hermanson on the near side boards. Here's Bross through the offensive zone. Bross to the backhand, he scores! What a goal by Tristan Bross. Here's Bross through the offensive zone. Bross to the backhand, he scores! What a goal by Tristan Blake. .7:12 to go now in the second period. Blake now up 5-1. And looking for more is Weyerhäuser into the offensive zone. Got knocked off the puck. They'll come around to the near side. The second goal for Bross tonight. It's Holy Angels looking to get through the neutral zone. Unable to knock that one down there with Neuarth. Entering feed and turnaround shot. That just goes wide by Phelps. The Bears will play it around back on the far side. Nelson. Send this one out to the neutral zone. Griswold. This one intercepted as Nelson gets knocked down. The penalty here coming. Or rather, it's the offside on a neutral zone face-off. Blake controlling in their own zone. Dexheimer will kick it back up to Svendal. Svendal Newharth opposing him, but Svendel bringing it back the other way. Griswold trying to force a turnover at the blue line as Newharth has it in his own zone. He sends it back out to neutral. Dexheimer back with it. Send it down to Best on the near side. Best pass through the neutral zone, intercepted by Newharth. Then Best takes a big hit. The penalty coming against Blake here as Brett Witzke will head to the penalty box. .5:39 to go in the second period. 5-1 Blake with the lead here at the Richfield Ice Arena. We have a 5-on-3 coming here. Witzke and Best both taking penalties, and it'll be a 5-on-3 for a full 2 minutes for Holy Angels. Offensive zone face-off for the Stars coming here. The Stars, of course, antsy to get a little bit of a jump, trying to get an edge here. They need a goal quickly in a bad way here as Zabinski will move into the face-off circle. It's loose in the circle. As Newharth backhands it out. Hendrickson with it. So back to Newharth. Griswold with it. He'll survey. Griswold gets it down to Zabinski. His blocked as he tried to sneak that one through, but he gets it back. Zabinski that's trying to get it through, and Blake able to get it clear. As Newharth will pick it up. Carry it into the offensive zone with speed. It's back to Zabinski. There's Griswold with it on the far side boards. Up to Newharth. Griswold. At the Newharth, who winds up for a shot. He scores! Owen Newharth, power play goal. It's 5-2. Griswold. At the Newharth, who winds up for a shot. He scores! Owen Newharth, power play goal. It's 5-3 scenario, so it'll remain 5-on-4 for the next minute 10. We're going to have a timeout taken by Holy Angels here. So a big power play continuing here for Holy Angels. They'll come out. They'll have a minute 10 left of power play after they score in the 5-on-3. With the separate penalties assessed to Witzke and Best a moment ago for Blake. .449 to go here in the second period. A wild second period already. After Holy Angels finally got on the board. At 3-1, then Blake added a pair to make it 5-1. Off the face-off, so a minute 6 now in the power play time for Holy Angels as Zabinski couldn't hold the zone. Cleared back out all the way through for a clear. Played behind the Stars net. Blake has to be careful here. Into the offensive zone. Here's Neuwirth, who lost control of the puck as he entered the offensive zone. It'll come in offside. Perhaps an opportunity missed there for Holy Angels. So a neutral zone face-off between Neuwirth and Weyerhäuser. As Neuwirth pushes the face-off into the offensive zone. Back up to Hendrickson, Griswold. And Hendrickson with it again. Back to Neuwirth, who scored a moment ago. The turnaround shot, and then that one sneaks through Griswold on the rebound. Griswold on the far side. 15 seconds remaining in the power play. Here's Neuwirth with it. Neuwirth has it taken away. Weyerhäuser into the offensive zone. Weyerhäuser trying to get it back to Peterson. It went up into the far side corner. Power play scenario's over. Backhand shot, save by Severson. The long shot, saved by Reed. It'll carry him down into the near side corner. Centering feed. Is it still loose and now pushed down into the corner? Backhanded, still loose in front of Reed as it's kicked up onto the far side. There's a car collision on the far side involving Lack and Reed. It's best into the offensive zone, but it's sent back the other way by Phelps. Just Reed again. Here's a shot that'll be deflected off the end wall. And the far side boards. 2:45 to go here in the period. 5-2, Blake with the lead. We carry it around the Stars net. We'll push it up ahead past Padilla, who has the first Holy Angels goal earlier in this period. Padilla will flip this one up ahead. The offensive zone is Schaefer. Schaefer's shot. Padilla couldn't quite catch up to the rebound. Schaefer will wind up for a shot, and that's blocked. As Richardson plays it around to the near side. Played into the neutral zone, into the leaving it behind him, but then coming in offside was Witzke. Two of 7 to go in the period. 5-2 Blake. As Dexheimer will get knocked off the puck as he tried to worm his way into the neutral zone. It'll be picked up by the Bears, though, as Matsky sends it up to the far side. And flipping on going down with Saber. As Bros into the offensive zone, but he has that one poked away. As Vendel trying to track it down. Dexheimer bangs it down to the near side. And Zabinski comes out of that puck battle with it momentarily, but then Bro is able to catch up with it and knock it away. Minute 30 to go in the period. Loose behind the Bears net. Will kick out to Hendrickson on the near side. Hendrickson's shot is blocked out front. Carries up onto the far side boards. Bears come out with it. And they come the other way. Matsky. Matsky's shot safe with the glove by Severson. About to go under a minute 5 to go. Face-off, pushes up onto the far side boards. Now under a minute to go here in the period as Griswold couldn't get a handle on this one. Blake plays it in their own zone. Sent through neutral ice. And then coming in offside, so the Bears have to let it go. swatted back the other way into the Star zone. We played down to the near side. And batted off the near side boards. It's into the offensive zone. Our Best and Miller. There's a shot off the end boards. There's a long shot save by Reed. Coming off the stick of Hermanson. There are 10 seconds to go. Cleared out to neutral ice, and that'll bring us to the end of the second period. Very entertaining second period, but unfortunately for the Stars, even though they put up a pair, didn't gain any ground from that first period, and they will go to the second intermission like they did the first, trailing by 3. The end of 2, Blake 5, Holy Angels 2 from the Richfield Ice Arena. We'll be back shortly with more coverage. Everybody, welcome back as we begin the third period here at the Richfield Ice Arena. Blake leading Holy Angels by a score of 5-2. Both teams scoring twice in the middle frame. Unfortunately for the Bears, or rather the Stars, that meant they didn't gain any ground as they trailed 3-0 after the first. Through the offensive zone is Witzke. Witzke with a nice stick work as it slides in on Severson, who will cover it up. Witzke, who had worked his way behind the defense, but pushed that puck a little bit too hard toward the goaltender, was able to cover it up. 16:34 to go, third period, 5-2 Bears with the lead. Face-off pushed back into the corner. Loose out front. And the Stars able to sweep it out of danger. It's Hermanson through the neutral zone. And sent down into the Lake zone, but it's sent back by the Stars. Griswold, though, couldn't clear the zone. As tic-tac-toe, that one just out of reach of Matsky. The Bears able to maintain offensive zone possession. As Neuwarth will play it around to the near side. Hermanson, he gets tied up. Comes back out to the point, and that's blocked. As Fendel tried to take that long shot. As this one played all the way through by the goaltender Reed, and we'll have a face-off with 15:42 to go here in the final period. So off the face-off, they'll Bears able to push it back the other way into the neutral zone. It's played off the near side boards by Weyerhäuser. Richardson winds up for a long shot from the blue line, able to be held in by Crosby. Kicks up into the netting. It'll have a face-off. 15:11 to go here in the final period. The big game of the evening, St. Thomas Academy at Eden Prairie. Eden Prairie with a 2-1 lead over the Cadets after the second period. That at the Eden Prairie Community Center. Probably won't hear it. Want to say hi to Pete and Bart and the guys over there. It's Best able to hold that one in briefly. Now poked back out to the neutral zone. As Zabinski will chase it down. Zabinski trying to feed it through, but it was blocked. It's on the end wall now. Zabinski, though, able to get it back as he's tied up on the end wall. He played off the sideboards and sent all the way down the Witzke played it around the net. And in the near side corner, that's Miller. Miller has it knocked away from him. Zabinski trying to backhand it out of the zone, and Miller takes it back. As Hendrickson plays it around. Went for a long shot wide down into the near side corner. It's Dexheimer. Going to back out to Dexheimer at the point. Best with it. Back to Reed. Reed's long shot. That got through. Save by Severson. As Reed pokes that one up into the corner. Zabinski will play it off the glass down into the Blake zone. The Bears possess it there, and they almost getting the Stars caught on a line change as a little bit of discombobulation at the blue line as they work their way in. Matsky trying to get through those three defenders, couldn't quite do it. Stars back the other way. Griswold with Neuwarth if they hurry. Neuwarth trying to go to the redirect, and they couldn't quite get it through. Saved by Reed. As Griswold takes that one away before the Bears can get out of the zone. Played back around. Bros the other way. They threw back toward Bros, who has 2 goals. That would have a penalty coming here against Holy Angels. Going to put Blake on a power play. It'll be Henry Bitter taking the high sticking penalty. Of a face-off with 12:57, and the Bears going on their second power play. They're 0 for 1, but they have a 5-2 lead. So they'll look to add to it here. With the face-off, Reed get it back. He'll slide this one through for his shot wide. Still loose out front, and then the Stars able to clear. So Reed will chase it down in his own zone. He'll get it from the goaltender Reed, the defenseman Reed now with it. Poked all the way down into the Holy Angels zone, where it'll be gloved by Severson. 12:30 to go in the final period. 5-2 Stars trailing. Blake on a power play. An offensive zone face-off coming for the Bears. Just their 3rd game, but Blake has scored 5 or more in all 3 of their games. They've scored 5 in a loss to Chaska, 5 in a win over Holy Family, and now 5 tonight still with 12.5 minutes to go. They'll continue the offensive zone pressure, but that one's intercepted and cleared by Holy Angels. Minute 20 to go in the Blake power play. Bears back into the offensive zone. We'll get back to the point. Dexheimer. Get down to Svendal on the near side. Svendal's shot saved by Severson. That loud pad save. Dexheimer. Back to Bros. Bros will circle his way through. Gets back to Dexheimer. Dexheimer, it's loose out front and then poked away. And the Stars back the other way. Neuarth with Griswold. Neuarth into the backhand, and then it knocked away. As Neuarth loudly goes to the ice in the near side corner. Stars come out with it. Dexheimer into the offensive zone. Dexheimer gets tied up. It looks like the net was knocked a little bit loose. We'll have a face-off. 11:16 to go in the final period. 20 seconds in the Blake power play. The Bears will change all 5 skaters. 20-16 in favor of the Bears in shots on goal. Off the face-off, Blake continuing the offensive zone attack. Jack Saber with it. Get it back up to Reed up high. There's a long shot saved by Severson, and he'll hold on. 8 seconds remaining in the power play. Got the face-off. Richardson with a shot saved by Severson. Well, 11 minutes to go exactly now in the game. 4 seconds in the power play. Got the face-off. Richardson can't hold the zone. We'll go back out to neutral ice. Crosby will play it back in as the power play comes to an end for Blake. Back to 5-on-5. It's Hendrickson trying to poke this one ahead for Holy Angels. Still in their own zone. Sent back out to neutral ice. Padilla tries to dump this one in deep for Holy Angels. It's down in the near side corner. Bring it to the center, and that one got through to Reed, who makes the save. Clough able to hold it in for Holy Angels. As the Bears will try to play it around their own net, down to the near side corner. This one pokes through. Here's Richardson with it. Trying to get this one up ahead toward Peterson. Flex down into the Stars' defensive zone. As Bros couldn't quite handle it. It's Padilla in. Padilla with a shot that'll go wide on the backhand. Back out at neutral ice. Here's Bros into the offensive zone. Bros with speed. Bros to the backhand, and he sends a shot through the blue. What an effort by Tristan Bros, who already has those 2 goals. Matski backhand. It was an end up deflecting up into the corner. Dexheimer gets it back. He'll take a long shot, and that'll be like a short hopper into the shortstop's glove, and we'll have a face-off. 9:29 to go here in the final period. And the offensive zone face-off. It's back toward Dexheimer. Bros controlling it for the Bears as they're able to just hold it in at the blue line. Trying to set up the one-timer and whiffing on it was Svendal. Matski will carry it back into his own zone. Push it back out to the neutral ice. There's Bros into the offensive zone. Bros will work his way around, trying to set up Dexheimer on the backside, and it's able to be held onto again by Severson. 8:59 to go here in the final period. 5-2, Blake with the lead. Off the face-off, the Bears will maintain the offensive zone with Lack and Reed. We played it back up to the far side boards. Reed with it again. And there's Griswold coming away with it. Griswold into the offensive zone as his shot is blocked as he tried to feed it down to Hermanson. We have a penalty coming here. It'll be Griswold. We'll have an offensive zone face-off coming at another power play for Blake, who are 0 for 2, but they're taking power plays at the midpoint of the third period up by 3 goals. A good chance to kill some of that clock. Maybe add on to your lead as well. Griswold for roughing. It's Dexheimer up high. Bros working his way in. Bros takes a shot that's snagged with the glove by Severson. 8:24 to go here in the final period. As Dexheimer able to hold the zone off the face-off, he gets it down to Svendal. Miller. Back up to Svendal, who winds up, and that one again held on to by Severson. $8:14 now to go in the final period. 5-2, Blake with the lead. Minute 39 remaining in the Blake power play. As Blake will have to reset as this one exits the zone. It was a good job by Caden Phelps to make life really difficult for Blake trying to reset in the neutral zone as it's knocked up out of play, and we'll have a face-off with 7:59 to go in the period. 25-18 now, shots on goal for the Bears. As Holy Angels pushes the face-off out of their offensive zone. Neuwarth going to get to Padilla. Padilla, though, got tied up. And the Bears back the other way with it. Into the offensive zone is Saber. Saber circles the net. Reed. And the Bears continuing to play it on the, working his way into the middle is Saber as he gets it to Reed. Reed getting it down into the corner, and he'll take it back. Reed's shot into traffic was knocked down by his own teammate. As Reed racing to catch up to Neuharth. Neuharth going to the backhand, he scores! A shorthanded goal for Owen Neuharth. That's his second of the game. Racing to catch up to Neuharth. Neuharth going to the backhand, he scores! A shorthanded goal for Owen Neuharth. That's his second of the game. And Neuharth just taking that past the distance. Reed trying to catch up on defense. Just falling away to that backhand, and he's able to beat the goaltender, Axel Reed, and draw the Stars within 2. Still 37 seconds remaining in the Blake power play. We played down into the Blake zone. Bros into the offensive zone. Bros, he'll go to the backhand, but he got tied up at the last second. Trying to beat it through to Svendal, who couldn't get a handle on it. Best back with it. Svendal. Take it back from Dexheimer. Bros trying to feed it underneath. And Svendal able to hold the zone. Dexheimer. This time it is cleared out, and that'll bring the power play to an end. As Griswold is back. 6:30 to go in regulation. 5-3 Blake. Here's Neuharth. He'll circle the net. Winding up for the one-timer, but whiffed on it a little bit. Kirkle back around. This Bros has this one knocked away from behind nicely by Hendrickson. This Anderson Blum in. Blum with a score! Anderson Blum with a huge goal, and that'll put Holy Angels Deck down by 3. This Anderson Blum in. Blum with a score! Anderson Blum with a huge goal, and that'll put Holy. Well, the Stars, who had that shorthanded goal and looked to have some form of momentum. And Anderson Blum puts Blake back up by 3. We're now past the 11-minute mark here of the third period. 5:57 and counting. Knocked out of play. Goal coming at 10:58. Is that a huge momentum-killing goal? As the Stars looking like they were getting something going, and they were down by 2 with still 7 minutes to play, but nearly a minute later. There's a long shot that'll go wide of the net by Weyerhäuser. We'll take this long shot as well. That'll go over the top of the net off the glass. That's Weyerhäuser getting tied up by Zabinski. And the hit put on by Phelps. Zabinski will gain the offensive zone. Zabinski trying to center it, but it was blocked. It's loose in the far side corner. As Crosby tries to play it around to the near side. That centering feed is sent up into the netting once again. With 4:54 to go in regulation, it's 6-3. Blake with the lead. There's Blum with that late huge goal, stifling the Holy Angels' momentum coming off that shorthanded goal by Neuharth. From blocked, here's Matsky back the other way, but he got tied up nicely by Hendrickson. It's still being played behind the net. There's Bros down there, one of those, as Hendrickson trying to bring it back the other way. Schaefer into the offensive zone for the Stars. And intercepted, brought back into the offensive zone by Bitter, who takes a big hit. With a long shot wide. And then a shot over the net on the second chance. Now 4 minutes to go. Blake trying to bring it back the other way. Recalling his own net will be Bros. He'll just wait there for things to settle down. It's Blake counting the seconds as Bros' pass will go all the way down for an icing. We'll have a face-off with 3:44 to go in regulation. Off the face-off, the Bears control. They bring it back the other way. Here's Miller into the offensive zone. Miller's shot, save by Severson. Miller maintaining possession in the corner as Hendrickson trying to knock him off the puck. This Neuwarth into the offensive zone. Griswold behind him. Neuwarth trying to go to the backhand. It'll push it down to the near side boards. Hendrickson winding up for a blast. That's knocked down. Rebound. Griswold couldn't quite catch up to it. Blake able to clear it out as Hendrickson couldn't slow it down either. A battle in front of the Stars bench, and we're going to have a penalty coming. Rather, it was a delayed offside. As Hendrickson couldn't slow that one down as he throws it through the neutral zone. We have an icing here and a face-off with 2:49 to go in regulation. 6-3, Bears leading it. 27-20, the Blake Bears ahead in the shots on goal department. Stars bring it around their own net rather than slowing it up. It's Clough. Getting tied up trying to leave the zone. It's Richardson. And Crosby in the defensive zone for Blake. 2:25 to go in regulation as the puck battle continuing on those far side boards. It squirts out, and Bitter maintains possession for Holy Angels. Played by Blake now behind their own net. Carrying it up the near side boards and then taken away. It's Phelps into the offensive zone. Will be sent up into the netting with 2:05 to go in regulation. 6-3, Blake with the lead. Do the face-off over again. Looking to carry it around the net. Now back down to the near side corner. Under 2 minutes to play. Schaefer ends up with the puck. Schaefer's shot. Rebound. Karams out onto the far side boards. As Hendrickson trying to knock it down. There's a long shot saved by Reed. It's taken away and flipped out to neutral ice. Saber looking to send it back the other way. Minute 20 in regulation. Blake able to hold the zone. As Reed will push it up the boards. The Stars trying to come out with it. Forseth will send this one all the way down. As Reed will catch up to it as he slips and falls behind his own net. It's under a minute to go. And flip back out to neutral ice. Getting it back down to the near side, and Mark Longberry, the redirect, no, it's able to be kept out. What a save. 30 seconds to go in the game. That's Neuwarth looking for his third goal of the game. They'll backhand this one. It'll be flipped down to the corner. 20 seconds to go. There's a long shot. It'll be flipped back out to neutral ice as we hit 10 seconds to go. One last rush, perhaps. Here's Best. Best will go to the backhand, saved by Severson. And the clock will run out on this one. And Holy Angels fell behind early. They fought back, but just a little bit too much firepower to overcome. And we're going to have some post-game activity as there was a big hit after the play. Well, the game was over, and then a big hit put on. Perhaps a little bit of a cheap shot in the minds of the Holy Angel Stars. And the coaches and officials able to get things back under control. So for Will Vanderbilt, this has been Patrick Lilia commentating this evening from the Richfield Ice Arena as Blake Bears defeat the Academy of Holy Angels by a score of 6-3. If you're tuning in this evening, we'll catch you soon from an arena near you.